Instagram, Periscope, Facebook, Snapchat, MySpace, No Space, Your Space. Make sure you follow us on anything that has at the Walk-Ons Radio, and we probably will, follow you back. So here we go.
Yeah, boy.
I'm like, look at this dude.
All right, now, this is our Yeah, I Said It segment. And y'all don't even understand. I've been waiting all week to talk about this. Now, I know y'all heard about who've been called the Kardashians of men's basketball. I love that. I know y'all will love that. I'm talking about the Ball brothers, okay? I know you've heard about the Ball brothers. Lonzo Ball, he plays, he's a freshman at UCLA. He has two younger brothers.
That boy good.
Yeah, that boy good. That boy is good.
That boy good.
His two younger brothers, one is a senior and one is a sophomore, okay? But I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about them specifically. I want to talk about their dad. Their dad, LeVar Ball, has had some interesting things to say about his kid. Here's one clip that we have right here.
All my boys gonna be one and done. Yes, we trying to get to the NBA as quick as possible. They want that. I told my boys this. Somebody got to be better than Michael Jordan. Why not you?
Now, this is not even so what he's saying here, if you missed that, what he's saying here is he says, well, first of all, he has actually said that he is better than Michael Jordan. If he were to play Michael Jordan in his prime, that he would destroy Michael Jordan. He said that his kids are better than Steph Curry. He is demanding, he says that he has a brand, the Big Baller brand, the BBB. If you see them wearing gear, it has 3 B's. It's the Big Baller brand. He sells his gears, hoodies, just all types of stuff, hats. He wants $1 billion shoe deal for his kids. Now, let me put that into perspective for you. LeBron just signed, I think about a year ago, signed a lifetime contract with Nike that is worth, lifetime, about $1 billion. But this was what he wants for his kids.
Wow.
This is LeBron's shoe deal. Okay, now, I'm going to say this. This man, he apparently is just not afraid to put himself out there at the expense of his kids. Who is the last dad that you can think of to this caliber? In my opinion, y'all ready for this?
Go ahead.
Ike Turner. This man is the Ike Turner of basketball. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, not Ike in the back of the car.
Did you just say that?
Not Ike in the back.
Yeah, I said it. This man.
No,
Yes, I did.
the big wheel keep on rolling.
Listen,
No, not the big wheel keep
I'm
on
talking
rolling.
about they got a pool too. He done walked outside. Somebody left the basketball by the pool. I'm about to get this boy. I'm about to beat him. Let me tell you.
Lord.
Let me tell you what I said.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the interview. I'm watching Sports Center. Like, get some up my knowledge. And I see this interview. I said, this is very curious to me. For those of you who don't know, I'm the middle child of 2 sisters. I've got an older sister and a younger sister. And my dad pushed us. We trained. We worked out. We worked out on holidays. We were in the gym when nobody was in the gym, and we saw the payback for that. So I know what it feels like to have a father who pushes his kids, and all 3 of those kids are successful. But this guy is unbelievable.
Well, you said that. The song was Nut Bush. He's a nut with the bush balls. Nut Bush. So there you go. There we have it. Tina Turner, Nut Bush. That's it. Yeah.
Boom, I said it. Thank you.
We'll
Good.
come back.
That's good stuff.
Ike
Taylor
Turner
says
of
Joe
basketball.
Jackson.
We'll come back. We're going to talk to Hollywood, the wrestling coach of Allen University. So make sure you stay tuned for that, plus more about Ball's dad. Stay tuned with Walk-Ons.
God dog it, I done said the wrong person. I meant Joe Jackson.
But you cleared up. I had you with the Nut Bush.
Listen, they
It
all
still
aggressive.
worked.
They're
It
all
still
aggressive.
worked. It still worked.
And didn't the same guy play Ike and Joe?
That's true, yeah.
Well, the same woman played Tina in
What's up?
What-
Yeah,
what's the
she
woman
did
name?
play Angela Bassett.
Listen, y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Listen, Taylor, you know what? You knew what I was trying to say. He
Hey, Tima.
in the clip. If you look at the clip on Sports Center, I thought the clip was about the kids. The dad talked the whole time.
The dad.
I don't want to hear about you, LeVar.
He's talking a lot. I mean, I understand you want to be, you back up your sons and all that stuff, but at the same time, it gets to a point where
Thank you, Tay. And
just stop right there. Like, we know your kids are good. I mean, no need to advocate for them.
Maybe he's going through
They
a
can speak for
situation
themselves.
where he wants to live what he wanted to live out through his.
Oh, we see that all the time.
We do that all the
And
time.
he's struggling with
Yeah.
it though. Maybe he's struggling with
But listen to this, though. Remember Serena Williams' dad was quiet. Look at his girls.
it. Right.
Think
the
about
greatest.
it. He didn't say nothing.
Right. The greatest.
And them
But-
girls just did it.
What degree does a parent who knows how good their kids are, does their silence speak for itself? To what degree do you not have to say anything, or you should not say anything? Like I said, my dad, my sister played at Carolina. My younger sister's playing out at Columbia International University. I played at Francis Marion. We were all very successful. We all scored in the 1,000-point club at Heathwood Hall.
That's good.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, somebody can quote me if I'm wrong. Since Taylor, you picking my wrong.
We could use it for our church team.
Yeah, you sound
Yeah,
good.
oh, exactly.
We need some points there.
It is very rare for a family to do something. It's rare enough for a child to do something. It's rare enough for a family to do something. But my dad was not. It wasn't that he wasn't vocal, but he definitely wasn't. My child can beat Lisa Leslie. She only need one more inch and she would have been dunking on all y'all. My dad never said any of that.
Right.
I mean,
But you do want them to shoot high. Like, why not?
Exactly.
Like you said, why not be better than Jordan?
But it's the word they use
I
now.
doubt it. But
They
Is he
invest.
shooting? Is he wanting them to shoot high, or is he just he's making outrageous claims and predictions?
But what do we do these
little
days?
bit of
now,
both.
now think about this
little
now.
bit of both.
We're investing instead of saying
Is
it's
that
still
what-
our kid. They think it's an investment.
It's what an
You know,
investment
it
is.
used to be Dad come to Pop Warner do football. I'd love to see you out there. Now them guys said we got to get paid to make sure I eat right.
Right.
You know,
And
it's become an
nowadays,
investment.
not bad business, but bad attention
Exactly.
is
Yeah,
good,
at least
it's good money nowadays.
Right.
Because
You
you're
know,
right,
so-
we're still talking about him.
Right,
Exactly.
we're still talking about
Yeah.
so
And you'll be wearing a ball shirt next Friday.
he might be
Yeah.
building up a check for them boys.
Mr. LeVar?
Just listen to him. I think this is a good strategy to because
Yeah.
he still got a kid in high school. He got a kid
Kid
in
in
college.
college.
In high school.
Right,
I think he got
right.
somebody in middle school. I think, or just high school,
High
college.
school.
I
I
believe.
I mean, we
high
talking about reality shows.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Like
putting it
the
together.
brand.
Oh,
He
yeah.
might get a
He's getting one
He
basketball
might
already.
be building a
Right.
brand.
E-News is getting
Now,
ready
one
to
thing we
sign
got
a contract.
we do got to give him credit. His kids go to UCLA.
Right.
Everybody
you're
can't
right.
get in UCLA
And-
sometimes.
and
now.
they're good.
And they're
they're good.
UCLA is a SAT, ACT. You know the
Big
rest.
time. If you been watching us on Facebook Live and hearing this conversation, we was talking about Ball's dad still. So obviously he got us talking a good bit. So
Hit the twine. Hit the. What's that?
I don't know what thing.
Hit it. Swing it.
Shoulder session.
Oh.
Shoulder
Oh.
session.
Oh, it's the shoulders. Oh, it's the shoulders.
See the angry face?
Hey. What's up, Marcus?
Girl, what you know about that?
Marcus is co-signing this whole thing.
It ain't hit the quan.
All of this is being brought to you by Marcus Walker.
From what?
Shouts out.
Shout out to Marcus Walker.
Shouts out to Marcus Walker.
All day, every day.
All day.
Straight like that.
For all of your turn-up needs, Marcus Walker, follow him on Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram. He'll give you all your actual advice.
Charlotte, we almost here, man.
Ooh,
Traffic jam had us hem up, man.
I gotta figure out which exit.
And Marcus
Oh, we about to figure out we about to get lost on YouTube.
YouTube. Yo, so if something happened to us, we are in Charlotte. I don't know where we at. in
We
Charlotte,
around
but
here.
just know
We
in
out
Charlotte.
here.
It's the
We
second exit.
Just
are
know we
in
out here.
A car.
It's the second exit.
It's a Dodge.
We might be in the car though.
But it don't. I can't
I
tell
don't
you
know.
all that. You don't even know.
I ain't gonna tell you what kind of car this is.
But-
I know how y'all roll out here.
Yeah, it's something like
And
that.
we trying to stay in the
But
car.
You don't need to know the color and all the other
Trying to stay in the car.
And that's because
Shouts out.
we don't want to be hood in DC. Well, I don't know. But still,
I can't
have
be
fun. It's
I don't understand. I don't understand the last statement.
something like that.
Hey, oh, Kelly Bryant records first rushing touchdown of the season.
How about
Hey, show the
that?
skyline. We here.
Skyline.
Oh, we around here. Oh,
We around.
Charlotte.
Get it?
Charlotte.
Hey, stadium. Stadium.
Oh, we gonna leave this live so we can show y'all in first person how bad y'all drive. You know what I mean?
No, y'all can't drive around here.
No, y'all can't drive
You know what's so funny?
at
is
all.
Ever since I moved down south, I have really seen that a lot of people cannot drive. Why? I do not know.
As if people drive that much better in the north now. Come on now.
Now they drive very aggressive now. I will
Just
give you
because y'all know how to drive, just because y'all got snow tires don't mean y'all drive
that.
better.
Hey, I don't disagree with you. But I think it's more so that people just don't know how to drive in general.
That is
So,
true. It is a rolling mechanical machine. It's kind
Yo,
of
oh, there go a Carolina person right there.
Oh. Uh-oh.
We there.
We,
Yo.
oh.
So somebody got some wings, though.
Yeah.
Let me get some of them wings, though.
Where the wings at, though?
Show me where the wings at.
Shouts out.
Check out this with the Westin Hotel.
Oh, the Westin.
Westin.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
about
right.
to stay at the Westin.
At the
Live at the
Westin.
Westin. Drink at the Westin. Eat chicken at the Westin.
Oh.
What Westin you at? You ain't at my Westin. What? You want baked chicken?
I mean, Westin's
Here
very
you
upscale
go. Here you
restaurant.
go with eating healthy again.
I mean, you got to eat healthy.
Here
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah.
thank God, hacky sack.
And this is, and for those who don't know, this is Marcus Walker. He holds the bench press record for vegetarians.
What?
3 square meals a day.
3 square meals, carrots and asparagus,
Shout out to Hibachi Grill.
oregano.
He know good when you know hibachi.
Hibachi Grill in the house. They go to Westin right there.
Nah, 'cause
The
you going in
Westin.
there to-
Shouts out North Carolina State. Y'all about to lose. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's what we doing.
Carolina
We about to get out this car and tell everybody how they about to lose. Understand what we about to do. We're getting out of this car to let everyone know that they're about to lose. Like these people. Like, come on, man.
Yo.
All this red.
Yo, that's
It's like a whack red to wear. Like, it has no swag.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
it look
Not
like
even
hurt.
candy apple. It's like
Fake red.
right, like bright. I don't know what this is.
Look like syrup.
Peppermint red. What is this?
$20 a pop.
$20.
$20 for what? The park?
See that right there? Special
Yeah.
event. My bad.
Oh, special event parking. See, if this was a special event, it cost $20. You let them know that's not a special event, so we can go and get that
Yeah.
10.
I'll park my favorite parking
Nah,
spot.
this is a football game because it ain't a special event. It's a football game.
Yeah, like. this
Yeah,
is
you know what I'm saying.
But
Shouts out
yo,
the takeover.
shout
Win.
out to. I just want to send a shout out to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is
Wait,
good.
okay,
I
get
don't
that
know
sponsor.
why.
Oh,
I
my
just
bad.
want to get it. And
The Wake Forest University
shout out-
Charlotte Center.
shout out to my boo, my baby Keisha. She is watching us live. And
What's really good? Oh,
she said,
does
she
that
told me, she said, we silly and we foolish and we wild.
That's
She said
all
she
three? Because I feel like we're one or the other.
What's
Yeah.
up?
So which one is it, Keisha? Which one is it?
Hey,
Keisha.
but baby,
Huh?
I love you.
Huh?
I'm proud of you. I love you with all my heart.
Which one is it though?
I thank you for watching us.
So
I wish you was up here with us.
I mean,
Since when this
Baby,
turned
we
to-
just watched the dude. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you about that.
nah, Foolish was the
But
dude.
my man's had
with
a baby.
a fake baby, like a
fake.
baby doll.
And
Look, the baby was as black. No, he's as black as me. The baby was white
the
as that
baby
car
was
over there.
white and he was black.
And
it
it was plastic.
and it had glasses.
The
on.
fact that it was plastic is a problem. And he was
Sunglasses.
walking fast as if it had to use the bathroom sometimes.
He had such a conviction.
Like he was
about
trying to
that.
get the baby wipes for that
He
joint.
was, yo. He had to go change that fake baby.
If he has one person, if he has any of y'all for some money for him to buy baby wipes for his baby, y'all like let us know. Tweet us at the Walk-Ons Radio,
Please,
cause we gotta know.
Please.
Like I have to know why a man was walking
we
around
have to.
with a toy baby in a baby carriage and walking like fast as if like
And his cell phone was like sitting there like he was getting ready to call his fake baby mama.
right and fake babysitter, like
Yeah,
both of them, like on
he
three
was
way.
gonna call her and be like, "Yo,
And we-
Carol, I just want you to come."
Hey,
and
we're
get
gonna
the baby."
we're gonna go ahead and we about to beg these people to let us park for free.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call y'all right. We're gonna get y'all right back. Let's go. This is what it's like when This is what it's like when college gangs and stuff meet up. Wolfpack versus Gamecocks and everything in between. Oh, transactions being made. And there it
Gotta
is.
get real.
It's about to get real out here. The express lines of Bank of America Stadium. Shouts out. Shouts out to the Panthers. Hold on, turn this thing around. Shouts out to the Panthers for doing what they should have done by cutting Ben Boulware. Shouts out. We gonna get back to the. What are they doing? Okay, so yeah, let's get to this situation. You see this guy? when you drive from out of town to a football game, don't wear a book bag, folks.
First off,
You see this? Don't wear a book bag, folks. You see this book bag? Especially don't wear a book bag with your name on them, because they'll know the name of the person who came in town and got in the car with a book bag.
They can know my name.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And
I need to know.
And
about Jesus.
We parked in West Charlotte anyway, so
hey, that's his
y'all
fault.
about to see a decathlon.
So basically, we started today. We got there, and Marcus almost wrecked.
Yeah, he did.
In his own car.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the crazy part.
It was lit.
No.
It was lit.
So we got people who want to be nice enough to help us park. God guides him in, and then he still almost runs.
And then he said, "Well, thank you for guiding me in. Let me hit this reverse gas pedal one more time just to make sure it's real."
He wanted to lock me and Dave inside the car.
That's it.
Next to a white car, of all cars.
He had to touch the gas pedal, let us know it's real.
Yeah. So
one more time, so I know it's real.
He didn't want us to. We had to choose you this day which door we was gonna get out of.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And he finally decided to get in the middle. Then I turn around and I don't know what I was thinking about.
He's so discombobulated by the whole parking situation that he
I
grabbed
brought
his
my
bag.
bag
Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back.
So,
walk around that bag
so
like
we
that.
having fun.
See what I'm saying?
And yo, we should get these people right here. And, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's what happens.
This is how it happens to you.
Yeah.
That's how it happens to you.
So we forget, and yeah. So yeah, it's like that.
It's like that.
It's straight like that.
Straight like that. Shouts out to show pros.
The thought process.
She said no. She said no.
No what?
King! How is King the number one DB in JUCO? Can't turn his head around. Oh, we're back to the game.
This pass is incomplete. Intended for Kelvin Harmon. It's 4th and goal from the 10-yard line.
It's loud in here. Like that. And ball game. 28-35, South Carolina. We're gonna holler. We're gonna holler. Marcus, what's good? Yay! Love. There we go. Welcome back to the Walk-Ons. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media at the Walk-Ons Radio on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff. And make sure you share, tweet, comment, all that good stuff. We love
iHeartRadio, cuz.
Yeah, make sure you follow us on our podcast, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. And we'll be having our episodes on there. So you can listen to our very first episode and to our very current one, which is this one. So make sure you follow us on our iHeart and iTunes. And speaking of iTunes, make sure you download my friend's new single, Demetria Wiley. Now is the single.
D, what up?
D Wiley.
How about that?
It's out. So make sure you go on iTunes and Amazon and download it today. Now is the single. And make sure you follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. They got that? That's a good shot right there. Perfect.
Cool.
All right. So make sure you do that right now. All right. So let's talk about some NBA.
NBA.
Houston. Golden State plays later on tonight. We got Harden and Paul teaming up.
Update on the game right now.
Well, Hayward is
down. No, he's out.
He's down as we speak right now.
He's out.
And Boston's funeral begins.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wow.
Well, there you go,
like
guys.
He broke,
As we speak at this moment,
broke his ankle.
he is officially down.
Yeah, his
and
ankle-
Turn the iPad around, MC.
His ankle looked like this on the other, but yeah.
Oh,
he is officially down.
LeBron is down like this. That means it's a wrap.
No, it was bad. His ankle was like
really?
this way.
Yeah, he is.
You know how you like
bro.
this, but it was this way.
Turn around, MC.
You ain't gonna,
Well, we ain't gonna
I don't
see it
think
right
they gonna
now.
show it again, but it was this.
Wow.
Your ankle ain't supposed to do that. It's supposed to do this.
Guys, there go your NBA update for your Boston and Cleveland game.
Get well soon, Gordon Hayward. Kyrie said he want to lead the team. All right, here's your time, man. Go.
Hey,
Got a
I'm
nice
gonna tell you
fat
the truth.
contract.
Go.
Wow, Kyrie is
help healing.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough.
Yep, officially, he is officially down at this present moment.
I mean, Boston still got other.
Nah,
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro.
Now it's really centered around Al Horford and
Okay.
Kyrie. That's it.
They gonna probably trade somebody to get somebody.
Yeah, LeBron sitting on the bench like, oh Lord.
No, it was nasty.
What?
I have a strong.
Did he come down on somebody?
I don't know what happened.
We don't know yet. We about to see it
His
too.
ankle is this way. Your ankle go like this. His ankle was this way.
Wow.
It's not good.
So we officially are telling you right now that's what's going on.
Well, the score.
Breaking
right now,
news on the walk-ons.
If you
right here.
want to know the score, if you're watching this and you're watching the game, but if you're watching this right now, it's 10-9 Boston. But
12-9, just to let you know.
Come on, Verizon.
Hey, listen, it's different when you can watch.
They got him off the court because I still see him on the court.
Well, I'm watching live television
No, he's
right
still
now.
on the court.
So
All right. Well, I give up on Verizon. At least the phone calls work. But yeah, Boston, Cleveland going on right now. Houston going to stay take on Leon tonight. What are some teams to watch too? For this NBA season, I say Oklahoma City, of course. You know they got Paul and Westbrook and Anthony there now.
Carmelo.
This little team called Golden State who went 16-1 in the playoffs last year. You know?
Golden State is.
You might want to watch that.
They still gonna be at the top of the West. I'm just gonna. Oh, they go to play right here. They're still gonna be the top of the West. Regardless. I mean, until we still don't even. Oh my Jesus, that looks disgusting.
Yeah, I can't even see this.
But they actually. I'm sorry to side note. But yeah, Golden State is gonna be the top of the West. At this moment, because you don't know the gel, how everybody else is gonna gel yet. Still we got to see, and that's going like even how Cleveland has to gel too. So you'll find out as the season goes along. Those teams should make the playoffs, but you still don't know what you have compared to what Golden State already has. They're established, so they should come out of the West. And then in the East, Cleveland is still top of the East. And like with this,
you got the Wizards
with this. I mean, they should do it. They should do it anyway. The Wizards, are strong, but they
should.
They'll probably with this injury just happening, they have a better chance than.
Then he's got Philly next.
Boston has. Philly can't get out
Do we trust the process?
Injury place.
Do we trust the process?
No, I said it. Injury. They can't get out the injury.
I said at the end of the NBA season.
You always say.
Am I wrong, OP?
They going to the finals?
Can Philly ever get out the injury box?
I ain't going that far.
It seems like everybody gets hurt when they come in.
I mean, but it's not now. It's not that. Okay, let's look at it from a perspective. If they get over the injury boxes, now it's about do they have enough during the playoffs with experience,
right?
So I mean, when you got the East will be packed because it'll be a lot of teams 38 and whatever coming down the stretch. A lot of those teams are mentally prepared and been there before, so they know what it takes. So are they going to be prepared to do whatever they need to do to, take that next step? It sounds good, and yes, you want to, and if you're selling tickets, you need to do that. But I've been there. I've been on a young team, and I don't see anybody that's been on a winning team. They still all progressively are going through this together. So I think this is another lump that they will all have to take together. But I think after that year, maybe because it's too many guys that are with potential to be superstars or even, great players because, you got Simmons, you got Joe Embiid, you got Coven. There's a lot of guys on that team. So it's a good team, but it's just young. So when you say that at the end of the day, when we get down to March and the playoff run, when all these teams are 38 and 33 and 5 through 8, and they're all bunched together. A lot of those teams have veterans on their team that can be, you know what I'm saying? Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused.
What up, Kristen? See, she just joined.
Yeah.
Yo, if Joel Embiid's
Chrissy's supposed to be here.
If Joel Embiid's on-court game matches Twitter game, he'll be all right.
That's just my opinion. I mean, the two teams are still the strongest two teams in the NBA right now. It's Golden State and Cleveland.
What about the Lakers?
I mean,
Lakers.
Stop talking.
Oh no, I got to take about
way
the
too
Lakers.
young. Way too young.
I got something.
They're going.
I'm a great Lakers fan, but at the same time,
I'll give you next year, but this year, no.
They'll be all right this year. Next year, to actually contend for something.
Maybe.
Like the Lakers, I think it'll be
No.
next year to actually.
Maybe.
If LeBron don't go there and Paul George, no.
And I'm still giving you
only because at this time next year, I think that Jimmy Butler trade goes into full effect. I think they have a year together.
I forgot about Jimmy Butler.
You still got Jane that is on the backup center that's still on there. You never know what's gonna happen with. I think he got traded, but if he's not, the big Serbian guy that's like 7 foot, it's like 260. So they got a lot. It's other guys that people don't. And I watch the Wolves, so and you got to think about it. They are a Tom Thibodeau team that believes in defense. So you got all your guys, Taj Gibson, and we've seen that. I'm a Bulls fan. I've seen what that can do. So this year's gonna be interesting because he has his guys. Right. And those other guys have been in that system. So now this is the season you go, well, what's gonna happen? He's gonna grind. Like, I'm not worried about Tom. They'll be 5 because they play defense. Yeah. And his team's gonna compete. And you got a young group of guys in Cat and Wiggins that can score. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know how far their ceiling is with, Houston and Golden State, the Spurs. And
can't ever forget about the Spurs.
So I really,
the Spurs will always be in it.
I will put them in 5 and even Utah 4 in those conversations because the Quinn Snyder teams, those teams are young enough. They only know one way, and that's the art. So you got to put. I take LA Clippers out, and I'll put Utah, and I'll put the Wiggins and
slightly off topic, but since we did talk about the Lakers. I'm online today, and I see somebody that says, strictly in ISO, one-on-one, that Kyrie would cook Kobe. Both in their prime.
No.
And they ventured to say...
Not Kobe in his prime.
They ventured to say Kyrie could cook anybody in ISO.
No.
Okay.
I mean, because he got a guard.
And I thought maybe I'm tripping.
He's still, you're right. He still got to go down and guard the other person.
Yeah, so that'll eat. It's, like I said, that's why they have weight classes in boxing. I'm serious because
I got you.
Because you it don't seem like because we see those big guys go up and down and they're not doing it, they're not touching the ball. But I played against another big guy. To do that and still run around, you're not gonna do it because it's gonna eat a lot of your energy. It's gonna eat a lot of your energy.
Whoever that was, yeah.
I mean,
get that out.
In theory, it should because he's a little guy. I get it, but no, because at the end of the day, it's one-on-one, and when I played one-on-one full court, and the first thing you do is you try to minimize the court. So, yeah, it's cool.
I see Kobe. Somebody in the comments.
Yeah, so, and Kobe can post them up. So it's whatever. I mean, in theory, that's how we as basketball players know if you know what basketball. You say stuff like that, we go, oh, okay.
And I'm like, why would you post this?
I mean, because in his mind, it was
that he think he right.
Oh no, they went ahead and flamed him online.
I mean, he could have picked somebody else. But
he said
they flamed him online.
He's like 2 inches tall. Like, no. I mean,
he don't got a chance.
I mean, they'll be fighting for.
But back to the topic though, Portland.
I mean,
I want to see them do well.
Portland is a sleeper, but at the same time, they have
McCollum.
They have to play to make it work, but at the same time, I think it's the coaching.
No,
that's not the coach.
I have to say it's a coach.
It's not.
They got Lillard.
You had to.
He's not. It's the West.
It's not. They don't have
the Pelicans have the 2 best big men in the league.
How you expect?
Well, he came late anyway, so.
But you still got the 2 best. Like,
look, as much as I would love to see my boy CJ do excellent, rep Ohio and rep home. At the end, to be honest with you, bro, they don't have enough weapons to be able to handle some of these other teams in the West right now. Him and Damian are awesome players, but to be able to handle a team like a Golden State or even a Oklahoma City right now, they can't. They don't have the pieces to do that. They do need big men. They don't have big men. Jerkic is good, but I'm saying, think about. I ain't talking about just down like that. What other pieces you got around you? What bench players do you have that's going to be able to come up the bench and give you what you need?
Go ahead.
Opie, you mentioned the ceiling. I think it seems like everybody has a ceiling other than Golden State and Cleveland. They played 3 consecutive titles, and how much do these guys really believe that they're going to break through and unseat one of the teams in the finals?
And that's what Charles Barkley was alluding to earlier, and Shaq. Like, at some point, I think we get in this super teams and this team, and Jordan was a super team. Right. It wasn't that. it was the 90s were way more competitive. Everybody thought they were who they were. They didn't think that nobody went and said Jordan. Everybody else said Jordan. Right. Even when Jordan was in his prime, like those guys are retired now, so they give him credit. So they kind of misscrew that and say, "Oh well, he said no, not when you never heard nobody, even when they were playing, compliment somebody else. You never like you. This is the first time in 17 years I heard not Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas give a half decent remark to Jordan. I'm serious. Like and you know those they walked off the court. Oh, yeah. So that's how competitive it is. These guys openly give. Oh, he's good. It was never that.
More hard fouls going on back then.
I mean, because it wasn't hate.
They didn't care to. It was just a competitive. Yeah, so I mean, they just didn't care to.
I just think that's it. You got everything. So whenever they cut it on and go, hey, wait a minute, because it was a time I actually remember when Kobe, LeBron, D Wade, and Melo would always go shake Kobe's hand before the game, and at one point they didn't. They stopped, and that's when I go, see, now they know he's just. But it was pretty much when he was getting toward the end. But you know what I'm saying. But when you young, you smell that blood. You young, but it's on them. They got it.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our arguments and discussions. Make sure that you follow us on all of our social media outlets as Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We're on Our Hot Radio. Make sure you share that with all your friends and check us out. Yeah. And also, if you or anyone that you know would be interested in sponsoring the show, you can contact us at sales@freethinkersradio.com. And let's go back to this boxing match.
Okay.
You mean the biggest scam of the year?
It is not.
I'm convinced that all professional sports are
I heard people was calling.
Whatever. It's all
people
rigged.
was calling saying their kids accidentally ordered the pay-per-view flight. They get.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it. Look, no, I used to work at DirecTV. That's how you do it.
Do you get it back?
If you order an event and you say your kids did it. Now the only thing is with DirecTV, when they put boxes in your house, it tells them in the system what room it's in. So if it's ordered from the master bedroom, they're gonna say your kids didn't order that. But if it's ordered in the living room or the kids' room, then you can plausibly say that. So order it in your child's room or the living room. You can make that.
Every homie from the hood just found
I'm just saying.
Everybody knows, bro.
We just got a million new viewers.
Everybody know this.
I'm like Jay. I'm trying to get you $1 million worth of game.
So it's like putting Cody on a fire stick. Then.
Same thing. Listen,
and jailbreaking it. So that's what you're saying.
I mean, I can't tell you how to do it on the air right now, but I can tell you it's simple.
So,
I'm just saying.
Oh God,
we are live on iHeart and everything, and on Facebook, so you understand. Anybody who is listening to this will come. And
I would just like to mention that I did not contribute to this conversation.
Who am I? I don't know.
I said I read it. I didn't say it was credible. I just said it was.
But still, that was funny. But you know what? Look, the fight. The fight was good.
I enjoyed it.
The fight was.
I enjoyed it.
But you know what? Okay, was it about money? Yes, it was about money.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, you understand that. That's the reason.
Well,
I mean, out of all, Floyd is a businessman. We know that. That's just the way he operates.
Small businessman.
Now, whoa, hold up. No, he's not.
He's not smart. He's small.
He said small. He not.
I'm small. I know when somebody else is small. I'm small.
That dude.
She's taller than him.
Right.
I'm not worried about height.
That's what I said. I said small.
You talking about height? Okay, I'm about to say you talking about height. Okay,
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Man, I thought you was talking about something. I'm about to be like, hold up, wait a minute. He small businessman. That man doing it big.
No. Small, comma, businessman. Not small businessman, comma.
Yeah.
Okay. We good now. Because for a second there, I was about to say.
He got crunchy because you
jump across the table.
Hold up.
He didn't
roll
like I was.
He thought you was talking real spicy just now.
At the end of the day, Floyd is still the man when it comes to his money.
Yeah, little Uzi shoulder roll on.
Little shoulder roll. He got crunchy at you. He got
talking real
spicy.
I only know people real
to get turned.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm straight about to go down.
But
who are you dating?
I'm dating.
It was entertaining.
I only know people real names.
That was right.
Like, word?
Listen, the fight was entertaining.
We know people fake names.
I mean, it was what I expected.
And what is that?
Floyd basically was like, look, Floyd and McConnor are the same person in a sense.
How?
Floyd was like, look, I'm going to show you how to market this and make all the money right now. How to market yourself.
They did a really good job. They did a great job.
They did a great job.
They did a great job.
It was excellent.
Planning out.
The lead up to the fight was better than the
fight.
fight. The lead up to the fight was better than the fight.
No one, you cannot tell me you legit thought Conor was going to win this fight.
How?
No way.
Like, be honest.
I didn't think he was gonna win, but I knew it was. I thought that he could put up a good fight.
Did you see that video of him in the ring swinging his arms around? Something.
I don't know. I'm entertained.
Okay,
I don't care.
okay. Hold on. You talking about him, but you gonna get in the ring with him? Fight?
First of all, y'all need
you
to
gonna get in the ring and fight with him? So it's not. Man,
I'm not a fighter.
Okay.
We know.
No, he just saying.
First of all, give Conor his props because he gave out 75 hugs over the course of the fight. No other boxer does that. He was generous.
This is not a relationship.
He's showing a good
site.
message for the kids. He kept giving hugs. And that was credible. You got kids watching the fight. You
trying to get emotional.
You
want to
see boxers being
Boxers?
one. You want to see boxers being one. And so not only did they fight, but they came together. He brought them together in a way that
what they did.
Doc King Jr.
I like that. I thought
they brought another group of people back to boxing that probably left
really did.
after Mike Tyson and all the heavyweights that were known for knocking people out there. So they did a good job of bringing more people to boxing. But
what made it interesting was actually, I think what made this fight exciting was because you're talking about UFC, like you said, a different dynamic. UFC, all them people coming over there with that, with the level of boxing. I mean, that's just awesome in itself. People that I know, some people who didn't even watch boxing. I mean, they decided to come and sit down and actually take a look at it.
This was
because it did make it exciting hearing about Conor McGregor, of all people, who's one of the top UFC fighters, coming over and fighting one of the top boxers in this era, Floyd.
But it's one of them senses where you go street ball and basketball. Like you're not gonna put a street ball person in there and think they're gonna beat a basketball person in basketball. It's just,
correct.
It's techniques is different. It's pick and roll. It's just different.
No, I didn't think he was gonna win.
Correct. I mean, it's different dynamics.
Yeah. So,
you know what I mean?
Well, what do you think that this has done for the UFC and their athletes? And in boxing, like, what do you think that this has brought? This having this match happen, what has it done for each of them?
I think it just did more for boxing. Like I said, it gave more people a sense of going back to watch it. If not for one time, just be like, well, I want to see this fight in particular. Like I said, with the heavyweights, when the Klitschko brothers were taking over for about 10-5 for a minute, they had it ransom. It kind of dwindled. Nobody really watched it, especially after Mike Tyson and Holyfield and all those, that era. Kind of Lennox Lewis kind of left the sport. But now it's hope. Like I said, you got this fight and the new guy, I can't think of his name, who's the heavyweight champion right now, the young guy that beat Klitschko. It's excitement again. It's exciting. I want to see.
Right.
Well, here's the question: if Mayweather had lost, if he tripped like that guy did in the pre thing,
you talking about $1 Million Baby?
Yeah, whatever. What do you think it would have done? I heard people talking about this, so I'm just curious.
It would
have.
have.
You think it would have killed boxing if he lost?
No. It wasn't gonna kill boxing.
If I would have hit the lottery, that $700 million,
Tremaine,
one in a billion.
What, Tremaine?
But to be honest, I think a lot more UFC fighters MMA fighters would try to come over and try to fight boxers
because they would have thought they could do it too.
Correct. I mean, why?
And they would have got their face
which would have made it. I mean, and I'm not
more
saying,
hugs.
I'm not saying no. Nobody want no hugs.
Listen,
they would have been giving hugs.
This ain't. You know what?
My favorite part of the match was
quadrupled his salary.
Why?
Earnings.
How can we get to a very important, serious moment and then hugs?
Quadruple. He quadrupled.
Somebody's got to bring some love in this show.
Chris,
Did you see how much?
This is sports.
You see how much money he made?
There's love in sports. Love in basketball is like the best movie ever.
We're not talking about that.
Best
right
movie
now.
ever?
But hey, it is.
Okay,
but listen, but it actually, it really would have brought a lot of those MMA fighters over. I mean, I really believe they would have wanted to fight against other boxers.
I agree.
But here's the thing, though. This was Floyd. Clearly, Floyd is 40 years old. He had lost a step.
No.
Had Conor challenged Terrence Crawford, Conor would have been laid out cold in the first round.
We talking about two different kind of boxers.
First round.
They fight two different ways.
Listen, what I'm saying, you said other MMA fighters would want to come over to box.
But nobody's gonna fight. Okay, Floyd is the top boxer right now,
greatest
of all time right now. He fifth went at the time 49-0.
Okay,
and now 50-0. If I'm gonna fight anybody, that's who I'm fighting. Why? Because this man right here has shown himself credible on a whole nother level, as far as businessman, even boxer.
So basically for the payday.
Not just you can for the payday. That's part of it. I understand that's true.
Pretty much the majority. Why would you?
Most of them will do it because of the payday. I agree with you on that. But I will say at the end of the day, if I want to make my sport more credible, why would I go like LeBron? If I know LeBron is one of the top players, I'm gonna face him.
Good luck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just saying,
Right.
like, I'm not gonna go. Oh yeah, I'm about to go over there and who is it? Let's just use somebody. Perkins. Kendrick Perkins.
So you think you can beat Kendrick Perkins one-on-one?
I'm not saying me. No, I'm not playing kid. I know good and well I ain't beating him.
Listen.
Shout out to KP.
Look,
I'm not taking
Kendrick
that
gonna punch
chance.
you in the chest to keep pushing.
But think about it. They're two different kind of players. So if I'm gonna compete, I'm gonna compete against the top, compete against the best. Why? Because it's gonna make my sport more credible. It's gonna give more validation to my sport. And more people are going to want to watch it. And on top of it, more players are going to say, hey, if he can do it, I can do it.
But you don't have any other MMA fighters with the personality to carry that.
But you don't know that. How do you know that?
I watch MMA. Who else got that personality?
But you don't know that.
Listen, John Jones is dead to me. Fam, and I gave you about 1,000 opportunities. What? Okay, they ain't give him 1,000 opportunities.
I didn't say they didn't, but at the same time, why would what
You
makes it not credible? What makes that not want to happen? You're telling me if Conor would not have won, which no, we know he wasn't gonna win, but if he would have won, that more MMA fighters would not want to come over there and
they
fight
would
boxers.
want to, but I don't think they would allow that.
They're gonna do it
when we
They
come
just
back.
did it now.
We're gonna finish this argument over commercial, but when we come back.
Time for this today.
Hey, Darius, this is what I go through every Tuesday, all right? Just let you know.
Keep your mouth closed with that fake Under Armour shirt.
This is a real Carolina Under Armour.
You know, you got that thing from the flea market. Sit down.
Wow. Hey, I will say this before we go in. Our flea market's off the chain.
You was first in line?
That wasn't a great comeback, Marcus.
At all. At all.
Great.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Just leave it to the interview.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the show. Well, make sure you follow us on social media at Facebook and on Twitter, and visit our website at www.freethinkersradio.com. And we'd love to hear from you. Also, you can give us a call throughout the show, 563-999-1634, and we'd love to hear from you. On the phone now, you might know him from Hootie and the Blowfish. His latest album is When Was the Last Time.
Great album.
And also, his top song is Wagon Wheel. All right. Southern State of Mind, that's just a few of all the hit songs that you might have heard from him. And we must add that he's an avid Gamecock fan. On the phone,
as you should be,
country music star Darius Walker. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Great, man. Great.
Awesome.
We're having a great heated discussion about everything.
There's only one thing going on right now. That's Clemson, Carolina.
That's right. That what matters pretty much.
That's it.
So Darius, I must say, since you are a great, Gamecock fan, we know that you are. Since I know for sure when I was born, knowing that you've been representing from the very beginning, what's your favorite Gamecock memory that you know of so far?
Oh, goodness. My freshman year, William Perry was still on Clemson. That's how long ago that is.
Geez. That's 4 hours.
The fridge.
We went into Clemson, and we beat him. And my favorite moment is I got a picture on my wall of this. It's our quarterback, Mike Hold. The game was pretty much decided, and we had the ball, and we hiked it, and William Perry rushes into the backfield, and we stand up, and he's walking towards Mike, and Mike is this great picture of Mike, like, putting the ball at William Perry's feet. That's my favorite moment, man. I got that, like I said, I got that on my wall. That's my favorite Carolina moment ever.
All right, Darius, this is Robbie Kiner, and we have two things in common. One is hairstyle, and two is...
Power to the ball, people.
Hey, straight up.
And two, we both played basketball at Northside Baptist. For 1 year, I had the unfortunate happenstance to be paired with one Gary Gamble. And
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. And you may have played with him, but when the ball comes to him, it just stops, and here comes that two-handed set shot. So
it's going up. It's going up.
No doubt about it.
I gotta tell you guys a story about the Harvard guys. I love that name. I gotta tell you guys. He didn't want me to tell you guys a story, but okay, it's my freshman year in college. We're playing intramurals, and Gary's telling us all year that he holds the record for most consecutive catches in the intramural football. And I'm like, no, who keeps that record?
Really?
I'm like, where? Show me that in the books, right? So
61 games. 61 games. The record still stands.
Wow.
Dude, we're practicing one day, and Gary comes across the middle, and I throw him the ball, and I hit him in the head, and I break his hand.
Oh, dang.
And so the next game we're about to play, and we're about to go on run offense. Gary's on the sideline. He says to me, "I'm gonna do a 5-yard in, throw it to me." And I throw it to him. He catches it, and he puts the ball down and runs out of the game. He wanted to keep his streak going.
Really?
That's dedication right there. That's dedication.
That's real right there.
I don't think we keep that inside the stat book.
I'm in the intramural record book. I'm in the intramural record.
Wait. Hey, Darius, he don't want to admit to it, bro. He don't want to admit to it.
What's the record? How many games is that? 61 consecutive games.
61 consecutive.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, you guys got to realize my freshman year, Gary was a senior, and he was still there when I got out. So it was.
So you had a long career. Some of us have graduate degrees.
That's that Emmitt Smith running back record, right?
Exactly.
I have more degrees behind my name than Fahrenheit or Celsius.
Hey, Darius, they came on. He cracked it.
You gotta basically defend yourself.
Hey, Darius, keep throwing the cracks. Darius, keep throwing the cracks, baby. We need you. We need the sauce. Keep throwing it on.
Dude, it was. I mean, when he said it, I was like, who keeps this record? Let me see that.
I'm pretty sure nobody keeps that
I want to
record.
see the official note.
That's probably in the back of the notebook.
Exactly.
But I would tell you, I did win like an intramural championship with Darius at quarterback.
This has nothing to do with the Carolina.
And we did.
We won a championship. We sure did. Got our T-shirts.
Funny.
We were cool.
That was funny.
Good job, guys.
That was.
But hey, D, let's talk a little bit about your new record. Record's hot. You're getting ready to go out of the country here to Australia on tour. Have you ever been over there?
Yeah, I went over there with Hootie a couple times, and and I'm going to be going back early next year, and I'm excited about that. I mean, doing world tours it's crazy to me. I'm just some kid from South Carolina, and you're playing to 18,000 people in Australia, and you look around and you realize you're a long, long way from home. But it's been a great career, great run. Still getting to play do some wonderful stuff. So, the album's doing great. Life is good. I can't complain.
All right.
That's what's up, man. Well, we've been talking about predictions as far as the game. This is Tremaine. I'm just coming up. I wanted to ask you, man. So, we just talked to the Clemson
great. Here we go.
play-by-play guy.
William Parker.
So what is your prediction on this whole Clemson-Carolina game at this present moment, sir?
I'm going to predict 24-20 South Carolina.
Wow.
That's my
24-20 South Carolina. And why do you give that prediction?
Right there.
What do you feel that South Carolina brings to the table that they can win the game?
Let them tell you.
I think our defense is playing a lot better than they did last year, a lot better than they did early in the season.
I can't agree with that. I really can't agree with that.
Absolutely. And I also think Clemson's looking past us. I do. I mean, they can't. It's the rivalry. But when you just won the national championship, you're looking to go to the playoffs again. They're not worried. They believe after put a 50 burger on us, they can just walk in and walk all over us. But a lot of those players are still angry about the 2 timeouts to get your seniors out of the game. A lot of players are real angry about that. Muschamp wouldn't say he's angry about it because he's such a class guy, but I'm sure somewhere deep inside he's kind of angry about it. And so, I mean, this is our Super Bowl.
All right.
This is our bowl game.
Well, D, give me one player on offense and one on defense for Carolina that you're looking to do something.
I think Jake's going to be the man. I think it's going to be Jake's best game of the year, if not his career. I think he's going to have. I mean,
really?
I think Jake's going to. Our receivers are so big. You look at Otrey and you look at Edwards and those guys are so big. Yeah, I just think Jake's going to have a big game. I think Sky Moore, going to go out as a senior and. He's the number one. He's got more interceptions than any linebacker in the history of the NCAA. He's going to go out and ball, and if he gets 1 or 2 in that game, and I believe it. Like like all the signs tell me that this is going to be an upset year, and I could be wrong. But
I feel very good about this game. I really do feel good.
You know what? It's great for you guys to have that feeling inside your gut right now.
Something that y'all not feeling in Ohio.
Hey, what you mean? I'm a record better than y'all's. What you talking about?
As opposed to last year,
Big Ten,
probably
SEC.
had no.
It doesn't matter.
Big Ten.
Robbie, okay,
SEC.
it doesn't matter. The SEC garbage
Big
this year.
10.
Please stop talking.
Wait, are you kidding me?
Come on,
People
dude.
smoke crack. Are you kidding me?
Hold on, wait, what?
All right.
What? Hold on, time out. What you
what I have to put up with every week here on the show.
No, Darius, come on, bro. Come on, Darius. It ain't about that.
Crazy.
Oh,
You're crazy.
I will be crazy.
Thank you. Exactly.
Hey, we meeting this mic.
We care nothing about the Big Ten. It's about Gamecock country.
Nobody in the Big Ten wants to even see Alabama or Georgia.
Thank you. And what Penn State said, talking about we want Bama, I knew good and well that was a miss.
Man, Penn State don't want Missouri right now.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. We're trying.
Ohio State did get Bama about 3 years ago.
Oh, and Ohio State keeps talking about, we're going to back our way into the playoffs. No, you're not. 2 losses. No, you're not.
You're not.
Can I get my mic back, though?
I'm just saying,
I'm not
man.
touching my
when your meds kick in, we'll cut your mic back.
Yeah.
Hey, one last. Hey,
You're not
Darius.
you when you're hungry. We got to get you when you're hungry, Tremaine.
Hey, Darius, one last question, man, before we let you go. Tremaine, he's quite upset about it. We mute his microphone, but he'll be all right. So, with the Carolinas that's going on now, and then with the Carolina for the future, what do you predict to happen for Carolina Gamecocks as we get our players coming back and more players coming in?
Oh, I think we're gonna be contenders. We're gonna be, better than we were at the height of his career. I think Muschamp is a great coach. He's a great recruiter. He did a great job bringing in great recruiters, and and after seeing all the players go to Clemson and that making Clemson win a national championship, I think we go to, in a couple of years we're going to be contenders. I really believe that.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
His album, When Was the Last Time? It's out now.
Great album. 20-something is my song right now.
iTunes, Amazon, all that good stuff. Darius, thanks for calling in, man. We'd love to hear from you soon. All right.
And next time I call, I'll have another story. I'll have another story about the Harvard guy.
All right. Looking forward to that.
All right.
But you guys, stop calling the Harvard guy. You giving him such a big head.
That's what he wants to call him.
He went to South Carolina like the rest of us.
Stay tuned for the show.
Appreciate your love. I'll see you Saturday so we can deal with that.
Hi, everybody. My name is Krista Dickerson. Make sure you tune in to the Walk-Ons on freethinkersradio.com.
But definitely, because you said a lot of stuff about the backstory of why this needs to be done, and more attention needs to be drawn to it. Yeah. And it's just like, what Gary said, like, he should take a knee because of this, but at the same time, how else can a big platform, especially in the athletic arena, can get the message out there? Because nobody else haven't done it,
Oh, man. Athletics is way over important in getting attention.
They have the publicity to have it shown. They got millions of people who watch football games every Sunday. You got millions of people that watch college football games. Even in the NBA realm, they got a lot of people who watch the games. So that's a big message, especially if somebody. It's be interesting to see how the Super Bowl will be played out this year. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's still going to have people divided and upset and disturbed by lines of race. But if a doctor took a knee, wouldn't nobody care. And a doctor, you could take the number one neurosurgeon in the world. Then he could be offended by the fact that his brother's getting arrested in a city and beaten down by the police and handcuffed. But for going to a neighborhood to visit him in his own neighborhood where he owns a house, he could complain about it. It'd go away in 1 week. A man hit a knee in football and it hadn't gone away in a week. It will become an issue in Congress on the rights of stereotyping people by race. Today, I listened to him talk about the ear of Martin Luther King whenever we when the FBI kept files on a man because they were calling him a threat to America. At this present time, they don't have a file on the Ku Klux Klan, nor do they have on the skinheads or the race, but they have one on 4 people in St. Louis, in Texas that shot police. They call them a threat on America. Do you know there is a group organized to kill police that are gangsters that control a part of Texas's jails population? But there is not. In Congress, the FBI or anyone keeps surveillance on that group of people. Unless a sad thing like hitting a knee, these discussions would never happen in Congress to defend wrongs that are going on. We are now fighting and calling, what is the drug that they're taking with all these little kids up in the middle, up in the Northeast, where we're in, and now they're going to have places for them to get treatment and medication. They're going to treat them for it. What is it?
Opioid epidemic.
Opioid epidemic. They didn't have no crack epidemic. They just put everybody in jail. Unless you bring attention, and I know I am patriotic. I mean, I wanted to go to the military. I tried. I just couldn't get into West Point. And I wasn't going to no prep school. Couldn't afford to pay for prep school to go because all of my first, second generation had gone on and been enlisted people. I was not going to Vietnam. I was going to do a Donald Trump. But I couldn't. If they didn't get rid of the draft, I was going to get shot at like my brother was. Not by choice. Because they had to go die. If you're poor, you go die. If you're rich, you get a chance to get a lawyer to get you out saying he's got military or something like that. So all these people that patriotism, they didn't line up and go get no line and volunteer to go fight Viet Cong. I'm good. I'm done with this. Yeah. I love you.
I honestly don't think he intended to make it the way that it is. I think he thought his organization was going to back him. I mean, I would have thought that. They back him when it comes down to almost every and anything else, domestic stuff, all types of stuff. So maybe he thought they were going to back him, and it just didn't turn out the way that he expected it.
Only when it starts cutting into profits, they're not going to back you.
If he expected NFL owners to back him, but that's
he didn't think that. No. This kid ain't stupid.
Oh no,
no, he didn't. He knew he was going to be a Lone Ranger. He didn't expect no black people to back him.
Oh no. You know how long it took for at least a whole group of people to take a knee. Yeah,
but different. It takes a different kind of person. Sometimes it takes somebody that's called a wacky or an academician. They call them they'll call them out of their names, like he's a geek or some. This guy's different, that was raised, and he's multiracial, he's multicultural, a race. His mother and father are both not African American. I mean, he's raised by a white family. He got all kinds of issues that he's able to look at things from a couple of perspectives, a little bit like Obama. President Obama has a lot of perspectives, but in that, they start asking themselves questions in adolescence. What is right? What is wrong? And they come to a point where it's standing up, they got somebody that will support them when he's standing up. This guy has enough money that he says, I'm going to live pretty comfortable.
True.
How much is enough? Why can't I stand up? Why can't Oprah Winfrey stand up? Why come some of the people in Hollywood can't stand up? Why come Michael Jackson didn't stand up, or Michael Jordan? Well, you know what? This guy happens to have some ideas and different viewpoints than those people do. Sometimes people with money still have fears.
Yeah.
This guy had no fear. He ain't
scared of nothing.
No, he said, hey, with it. I will go be homeless, is what this dude says. I'm tired. That's what the lady that got on the bus said. I'm tired. Every once in a while, somebody in our society, in our community, have to stop looking at a gated community, or have to stop looking at paying their car payment, or even looking at where tomorrow's dollars come from, and say, you know what? I'm tired.
If you had more people who did that and make a bigger movement.
But I think that's today's generation. And our bishop talked about this a couple months ago. We in today's society, today's generation, where not a lot of people is going to actually sacrifice to make a stance. That is not. It's definitely not the 60s or 70s. Somebody going to actually sacrifice their life to make a change.
Well, like I said, he's got a conversation going, and that's what this country needs at this point. I just want to see it go further. I don't know how he can make it go further. I would like for him, and of course, by him being on the cover of the magazine and everything, I think it's already shown that he may be the leader of this movement. But sometimes, as for me personally, I would like the leader to be out front. He may be more comfortable in the background and let someone else do the spoken words. But if you're going to be that face, I would like for that face to come with the message. That's a personal.
People can.
That's me personally.
People can kill a face, but a movement is in how many women got elected to office just recently. A movement is how many people of color who are getting into their local government. How many people are now getting to move up because people get awful nice whenever they know you've been wrong. How there are people want to say, I'm not that mean, bigoted person that kept people from reading until 100 years ago. I'm not that person that hung people, brought my family out to look at them. There are people that have to have sensitivity. Yes, the flag is something that might be controversial, but it makes people who disagree with his method to say, you know what, I don't want to identify with the things that cause him to do that. I don't want to identify with people getting shot down by police. I don't want to identify. That's not me. I'm a conservative. I'm a proud not me, Curtis Fryer, a conservative, but I have friends that are, but they don't want to say, I'm not that kind. And so it, in turn, it's already having its effect. It's having an effect on people's hearts to say, you know what? No, that bumper sticker I got on, I know you saw it, but that ain't me. They actually, when you open the door, say, no, let me hold that door. You don't have to do that. But thank you. And they don't even know who I am. They do that to other people. And that still is a movement that occurred. So if he wasn't him, it would be the same as Martin Luther King or John Kennedy. People tried to kill that thought. It comes to a period that that these young people with this computer and with them little songs that they sing and stuff. I watch the internet. Mm-hmm. No. Don't think there's not a movement. Y'all in this group, in your age group, are brighter, more connected, and have more white friends that don't agree with some of the people from that 60s era that was sexually assaulting and touching people like them guys in Hollywood were. That culture is dead. That movement is going on now. America's going forward, whether you have people that are angry about the flag or not. This is the best country in the world, and we're leading the world by our role models.
Oh, yeah. We definitely got to wrap up, but at the same time, I will say this, Coach, what Colin did to make this more in the face of everybody. He pretty much took like a bootleg Band-Aid off this social injustice and racial inequality off of America, because now you starting to see everybody's true colors, especially the ones that have been holding back, and now they don't care who sees if they disagree with this person or hate this person because of the color of their skin or person because of what they do in life, stuff like that. They just don't care now because people's actually speaking up. As for the inequality that's going on in this America, it's just been pretty much covered by a Scotch tape Band-Aid for the last 40 years. And now somebody, I'm not saying his name now, but somebody I probably already know, pretty much took that off. And everybody's pretty much just let it all happen. So
I'm always said there's a reason why wrong exists. Wrong exists so right can come out. If wrong didn't exist, right wouldn't be important. There always got to be somebody for something and somebody against something. There's always an adversary.
Mm-hmm.
It had to exist. Even this political state we're in right now, it had to exist so that even the people who were robbing people's Social Security and their Medicare and all of this was going to occur. People were investing people's money and going into this thing too big to fail. And all these kind of incidents have to come forward such that you can stop things. It's not just stopping it for minorities. It's stopping it for older people, women. It's stopping it in general. Wrong cannot completely exist. So my brother has a statement, and I got to go watch this Duke basketball game. They take me to a.
We gotta get home. We gotta watch that, but yeah.
Don't make wrong be right. Accept that it is wrong and change.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make wrong be right. Accept that it is wrong and change. Wrong has to be brought to attention so you can accept that it is wrong.
Sounds good.
Y'all can write that down and keep it. Don't make wrong be right. Accept that it is wrong and change. Put it in your and use it on yourself.
It's your boy Carolina Chris, and you're listening to the Walk-Ons on Free Thinkers Radio.